breaks his heart seeing foreign cars filled with fuel it isn't ours, and wearing cotton we didn't grow. He's got the red, white, blue flying high on the farm, Semper Fi tattooed on his left arm. Spent a little more in the store for a tag, and the back it says USA. He won't buy nothing that he can't fix. With WD-40 and a Craftsman wrench, he ain't prejudiced. He's just made in America. He loves his wife, and she's that wife that decorates on the 4th of July, but says every day is Independence Day. She's golden rule, teaches school. Some folks say it isn't cool, but she says the Pledge of Allegiance anyway. He's got the red, white, blue flying high on the farm, Semper Fi tattooed on his left arm. Spent a little more in the store for a tag, and the back it says USA. He won't buy nothing that he can't fix. With WD-40 and a Craftsman wrench, he ain't prejudiced. He's just made in America. Born in a heartland, raised up a family, a King James and Uncle Sam. He's got the red, white, blue flying high on the farm, Semper Fi tattooed on his left arm. Spent a little more in the store for a tag, and the back it says USA. Won't buy nothing that he can't fix. With WD-40 and a Craftsman wrench, he ain't prejudiced. He's just made in America. Made in America. Made in America. Yeah, my old man's that old man. Made in America.
He called her on the road from a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, I love you one more time. And when he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, he had to wipe away a tear from his eye. A little voice came on the phone. He said, Daddy, when you come home. He said the first thing that came to his mind, take a look around. I'm the sunshine in your hair, I'm the shadow on the ground, I'm the whisper in the wind, I'm your imaginary friend. And I know I'm in your prayers. Oh, I'm already there. She got back on the phone, said, I really miss you, darling. Don't worry about the kids, they'll be alright. Wish I was in your arms, lying right there beside you. But I know that I'll be in your dreams tonight. And I'll gently kiss your lips, touch you with my fingertips. So turn out the light and close your eyes. I'm already sunshine in your hair. I'm the shadow on the ground. I'm the whisper in the wind. And I'll be there till the end. And you feel the love that we share. I'm already there. I'm already there.
Babies. I'm not even warm, but I did that for you because I love you, and we are here to be vulnerable, we are here to be real, and we are here to raise money for one of the best freaking organizations that I have found. Thank you for being this family. Without further ado, let's get going.
Never give up. Never give up. Push, push, we about to get pumped. We about to get pumped. Push, push, never give up. Never give up. Push, push, we about to get pumped. We about to get pumped. To come in first means nothing if you don't last. Inhale the future, exhale the past. Driven with ambition, pushing us all gas. Never worry about the time we flipping the hourglass. The person in the mirror, the best to complete the task. Loving the challenge, improving myself fast. To be the best, you gotta defeat the worst. It's all mental game, even loving it when it hurts.
Come here, my lovelies. You are the reason that I get to be here today, and I am literally ecstatic. I could not be more proud of this family. I am just so happy to be here. If I get emotional, it is 100% because I am overwhelmed by the love from this family. Everybody's been checking in with each other. Everybody has been so kind on the Discord, creating this sense of community that this fucking nation needs more than ever. You have no idea what you do when you just a little butter smattering of goodness can literally butter the buns of someone you never knew. Aww. You know? And you didn't know that you were buttering their buns, but it's consensual and we love it, so thank you. Now, it's a tumultuous time of year. I want to bring up just a couple of things. I know that this stream is mostly flippin' positive, unless, Jess has to do to SmackDown. Hi, Chaw. By the way, WWE called. They like our Among Us handlings, and they've asked us to join them with some ladders and some chairs. I could not be more grateful for your guys' leadership in the form of trying to create positivity and trying to ensure that those vibes go further than that. However, there is a place and there is a time for real talk. You can be vulnerable here. You can be honest. You can talk about things. Also, you don't have to feel pressured to at all, ever. An emoji for Jess also, like, especially if it's like at certain times or if you just want to send me private Discord messages instead of chatting. Like, I gotta be honest, let's do it. I'm here. People have tried in the past. I've got it open. And honestly, if you just want to type in the chat like Discord, or if I'm not looking at it, let me know. But I'm here to talk. I'm here for you guys. Influencers shouldn't necessarily be people that are not like you, that like you aspire to be like. Absolutely. Role model. Absolutely. I have those. Absolutely. What I also want to be is like a genuine person that somebody could, say hi to. And I keep getting the thing where people are like, I did not expect you to answer. And that breaks my heart just a little bit. I know that people are busy, and I know that like I can't answer everybody, but I just want you to know that like if you are in need of anything, this family is for you, because we are here to learn together, and I'm just so proud. Thank you. Reach out. I'm here. Also, I'm going to be playing some songs that are near and dear to my heart. If they at all cause any sort of emotional distress, please let me know in the Discord. We can have kind of a kind conversation about it. And just know that there's no judgment from me at all.
I hear people say we don't need this war, but I say there's some things
I know that there's a lot of feelings going on. I don't want you to think like I'm trying to say or make a political statement today by what I'm doing, other than the fact that we are here for the Wounded Warrior Project.
they say we don't realize the mess we're
Let's learn a little bit about this amazing resource that I actually have figured out this year because I started streaming and other streamers were benefiting the Wounded Warrior Project. And I was just thinking, God, that would be so cool someday. Are you kidding me? We're here. So I am so freaking honored. If you guys hit the WWP command, it will bring you to something a little like this. Today is day one. We're prepping. We're kind of telling you guys what's going on. We're getting the vibes flowing. We're spreading awareness for WWP. And we are getting kind of excited tonight. So that's the main goal, is excitement. I'd be honored if you guys would share this. Again, you can find it by hitting the WWP command. Hopefully it works. Let me know if it doesn't. Maybe I can give it a go, give it a try here like this. Let me know if you don't see that.
just out looking for a fight.
Okay?
After 9/11, man, I'd have
It works. Wonderful. Wonderful. You guys are the best. I don't know. It's really toasty in my apartment right now. I'm hoping it cools off. I've got everything going, blowing, and the sun is setting officially in Arizona. So hopefully things are going to get a little bit easier and the energy can keep going. But if I get a little overheated, it might be a short stream. So just keep in mind, I've got a stream for 6 days in a row. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done that before, but we're literally so determined, even if it is just coming on and hanging out with you guys and playing some of our favorite movies. Like, gotta be that bare minimum here to spread awareness and do our best to really help. Yeah.
Have you forgotten all the people killed?
Yes, some went down like heroes in that Pennsylvania field. Have you forgotten
About our Pentagon, all the loved ones that we lost, and those left to carry on. Don't you tell me not to worry about Bin Laden.
Oh man, I gotta be honest. I do miss the unification that 9/11 brought us. I of course want to just give my heart out to anybody who is affected by 9/11, servicemen and women as well, and yeah, in general, just like this country and like what you're fighting for while you are in the service. I just please know that, like, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you and this family thanks you. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Lonesome Holla TV. Everybody holla. Thank you. Oh, actually, we're gonna escort you off the premises, sir. It's already in here. Oh, yeah, I couldn't even finish my sentence. We love it.
He lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard. Till the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up.
We're just gonna keep refreshing this. We've shared it. We've shared it on multiple things, so just letting you know, we're trying to make sure that we're watching all of those donation requests. I think I've put Wounded Warrior Project on like literally everything, but please share.
top of his list. And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. And the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be here when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell. And it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Oh, brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Awesome. This is what I like to see. All right, we're gonna actually, oh gosh, this is gonna be kind of a shit show because we want to hang on. We getting into this. Okay, so the Wounded Warrior Project, if you guys aren't super familiar, I figured we would kind of get to know it as a family really quick. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and you're just amazing. Thank you for being here.
The Warrior Project has been with me every step of my journey.
Aaron, how you doing, bud?
With experiences that help me realize that I'm not alone.
And specialized programs that give me the tools to train my body and mind.
Now, it's possible for me to get back out there.
To get out of my comfort zone and try new things.
To build and be part of a community that supports other warriors.
It's possible to get the help I need for me and my family.
I got my confidence back. I'm setting goals and I'm achieving them.
It's possible to feel understood, whether it's day one or 20 years down the road, they've got your back.
And as each warrior's needs evolve, Wounded Warrior Project is adapting to meet them.
Because when we pull together,
It's possible to go further than you ever imagined.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Give it up for Faloozy. Did you just make the first? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And even if that's where it stays, if we are able to spread awareness and just help the whole organization, I'd be fucking thrilled. Thank you so much. Help Falooz. All right, but you go to the principal's office, yes, for punishment reward now, yes? Oh, yes. And well, you guys could too. All right, no worries. The principal is gonna figure it out. I want to make sure I give you guys like kind of fun, like look forward to's throughout the week. There's gonna be, I think I've come up with 2 things with the help of some friends. There has been quite a bit of request for the bikini stream, obviously, and Jess is not sure what to do with that because that's not what we want to be known for. However, I gotta be honest, if it is something that would get us to a $5,000 goal, I would love to DJ Beach Bitch stream in character. I think we should start to utilize that new swimsuit we got for the last stream. No? Yeah? We'll talk about it? Okay. Yeah, it might be a little more Richard Simmons than Victoria's Secret, but you guys like that, right? Either way, I want to make sure you guys are happy. So we're going to do if we reach our goal of this beautiful, massive, amazing, which is, I'm kind of hoping, it might be somebody else that reaches this goal, but who am I to say, if I reach this goal, we'll have a European DJ Beach Bitch stream, and we'll go for like 1/2 hour to half hour, and with lots of olive oil, and that's what we say. Holds the olive oil, because that sounds like maybe we don't need to maybe include that. But anyway, yeah. And then the other thing is that you guys, I'm going to be trying to go out into the community. I've reached out to a couple of veteran-owned businesses that are like 20 plus years in the industry, and they're badass in it still. And so not only did they fight for our country and then build an entire business and then rock that business for over 20 years, but they're also maybe possibly giving back to their community. They're actually like doing things actively to give back or bring other people up. And so those are the people that I'm trying to find. I've reached out to. I'm hoping we can come to some sort of say hi and come, and you guys can come with me, and don't worry. You sit right there. Don't get up. I'll do the work. I'll take us there. I'll let them show us around, show them all the cool stuff they do. I don't know about you, but tradesmen are the coolest people on the planet. And so finding like a veteran tradesman, of course, Jess is just going to be like, awesome. And also I've got 10 more questions if you have the time. And if you don't, you're going to need to be honest with me now, sir. That is going to be what it's going to be like. And it's just going to be an honor to try to enhance their the awareness of their business and make sure everybody appreciates how much they have really freaking done for us in the country. Plus, the gentleman who helped me with my computer was a veteran. Yes. We're going to go over, he's a whole section of the week, and we're very excited to honor him. So, I'm very excited. What is the refresh? Oh my goodness. Shut her down. Shut the whole thing down. We're having technical difficulties in the best way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, how do I view campaign? Maybe we're gonna mute it. Oh, it's muted. Oh, yeah, we naughty. Like it. How do we see the those donations? Qu'est-ce que tu parles donation? Ooh, there they be. What does this do? And what does this do, though? You guys are the frippin' best. Okay, so we've got Floozy. And thank you for starting this with a habang. And Wolverine, thank you so much. It really is the coolest cause. I appreciate you. Can't even believe how lucky we are to have this family. Zagad Faja, thank you. Alex. What are you doing? Just want to push it right over that. And yes, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I think we should also do a Wounded Warrior Project leaderboard. That would be so cool. So literally anybody who gives any sort of amount, I'm going to have you in my background, and it's going to be freaking prominent for a while. Okay, you bet your tuchus on that. Oh, shit. That's what the live does. We get updates. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate you so much. My goodness. Okay, all right. Well, we've got blushing happening. And we're just so grateful. And guys, Wounded Warrior Project is literally so grateful. And where it goes is so cool. I want to show you something really quick. Thank you guys. One more time. Adam, Alex, Zagadfaja, Wolverine, and Floozy. And if you guys don't like my nickname, make sure you tell me, because you can train Jess out of it, okay? Love you. And you guys are literally amazing, okay? But let's take a look at what they're actually grabbing for these people. And it's making a huge difference. So 14 of the dollars that you guys for every $14, we are providing a safe voice on the telephone for a warrior in need. They can pick up the phone. Maybe they don't have any family. Maybe their family wouldn't understand everything, or maybe they just can't be objective. That talk saves lives. That talk saves lives. $14 can save a life. So thank you so much. That is literally so many opportunities for just to talk, let alone look at all of these beautiful things. There's a cycling event. We can so for $25, they get cycling gear for a confidence boosting ride along fellow warriors, like community, like you could not even, that energy. I can't wait to watch the freaking videos. I'm so excited. There's benefits assistance for $38. Less than $40 can provide a consultation with claim specialists to help a warrior obtain military benefits. The headache and the amount of time, and if you are dealing with a disability or chronic pain, that is not easy. Thank you so freaking much. It is going on all week. You got it. Well, you're amazing, Adam. Thank you so much. Surviving with Ajax. I really appreciate it. You kept the word. I love it. Thank you. And then yeah, career counseling and a mental health session. This is gold these days. Absolute gold. I am just honored. I am honored to be a part of this family. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take a look how pretty. Oh, it's green. Oh, it's green, and it looks so good when it looks like that. All right. Where do we go back? I want to go back to the... Yes. I also like this one. Oh my goodness. Also, this one has like a support center, and you can explore like a little more things just in case. But let's see. There's a way. I guess Wounded Warrior Project really doesn't like have their links really anywhere. That's kind of classy, I'll be honest. They're kind of giving the links to Tiltify. It looks like they're the people, Extra Life was kind of the thing for the children's, and they kind of did the same. So I love the way that they're able to work with each other, make it accessible, and yeah, just honor each other. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We're already starting it. Okay, let's learn just a little freaking more.
Veterans Day is a day that I always look forward to every year. I know that I'll be able to reconnect with a lot of the people that I either served with or that I met through Wounded Warrior Project, but it's also about the generations that came before me that served, and seeing these other veterans and just being able to shake their hand and thank them for their service and just have that little moment of gratitude. That's something that Veterans Day gives us.
Wow. I actually didn't think about the part that it provides them with a community of all sorts of demographics, but like the main thing they have in common is that they serve. So having like a network of probably like a board of directors after a while of getting, like pumped up with people or really inspired by the role models, like that is what this is about. That's community. Heck yes. The more I learn, the more I love this. Check them out. And this is why they call them warriors. Never back down. Never what? Wounded Warrior Project probably freaking invented that. Jesus. Give that up. Holy shit. All week we're going to be just obsessing over these people and how much they do, but we're just right now wanting to honor this YouTube short. Look at the backpacks.
Today we still continue that service, right, by still filling these backpacks and making sure that that they have these items in these packs that will make them comfortable, and we haven't changed our mission.
Freaking great. I'm in love with this. They find new ways all the time. Guys, go ahead and check out their YouTube channel. I literally insist. I want to make sure that you guys give them a follow as well, just because like I am oh good grief, I picked the wrong button. We figure it. I am going to be following them from now on. Just really, if I invest in something, like I really want to make sure that it's like I keep up with it. I understand it. If I want to like continue with it, you know, and everything changes all the time. So just know that I really hope you guys come along the ride with me and get to know this really cool industry of streaming for causes as well as the Wounded Warrior Project. Too cool. Too flipping cool. Good Lord, what shall we do tonight? I've got 3 different things that I wanted to do tonight, and they're all somewhat contradicting. How is that possible? But I also, there was a request on the Discord. I can't remember it. Hang on. I remember who it's by. There it is. Okay.
Two days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green. Sat down in a booth in a cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gets
Coots Magoots, thank God you're here.
sitting down for a while and talk.
Hi, party.
I'm feeling a little low.
Wolverine just comes in and likes to
Said I'm off and
say hi
I know where we can go.
and take the lead on the leaderboard, and we likes it. And then Adam took the lead, so we're gonna make sure that we guys keep in mind. Remember, I'm gonna be putting everybody's name on a board who gets to be a part of the Wounded Warrior donation system. So thank you so much.
Would you mind if I sent one back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young. But then they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letter said a soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam, and he told her of his heart. It might be love and all of the things he was so scared of. Said when it's getting kind of rough over here, I think of that day sitting down at the pier, and I close my eyes and see your pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young. But then they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again.
I love this song. I mean, like, I love this song, but the last part of this destroys me every time. So, yeah, I love you. We're gonna get through it together.
One Friday night at a football game, the Lord's Prayer said and the anthem sang. A man said, folks, will you bow your heads for a listed local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in the marching band, and one name was Red, and nobody really cared. But a pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried,
save my voice. The MS is trying to take that voice, but we're not gonna let it, are we? No. It might also be because it's like 85 fucking degrees in here, but we're gonna do it. Hi, thank you. What a name. May I call you Lemons? That or Doctor? Oh, goodness. Wrote it? Interesting. I don't think anybody necessarily writes their own songs anymore, but if anybody were, it would be the Chicks. Bruce Robison wrote this song, apparently. If it's the right one. Maybe not. That's one of them. Yeah. Oh, we learn shit. We like to learn shit here. That was a good rack from the Discord. Thank you guys. I like that. Honestly, I don't know why they went from the Dixie Chicks to the Chicks, but that confuses the ever-living heck out of me. Let me make sure this is the right song. Dance halls. All right. It is. It's written by Bruce Robison. That's cool to know. And it was the year that I was born that he released it. Whoa. Dude, I've never even heard of that song, but I love a recommendation when I... Thank you so much for that. What is it? Soupy power. Okay. Dude, what is this? I really do enjoy this. I gotta be honest, I've never heard it before, but hang on, let me go to the chorus. I think they talk about a Birkin bag. Nope, I've never heard it before, but I'm also not a Drake fan. Does anybody else kind of see it? It just sounds like a cat meowing. Sorry. No judgment. It's just like I won't listen to him because it's just my personal opinion, but it's just my own thing. Thanks for the lurk, Ajax. You're the best. Thank you, guys. What a song. I like it. We're gonna learn the lyrics so we can do it justice. Obviously, we want to put the right enunciation on the dirty words. Yes. Oh, cute. Oh, I didn't know you could do that, but that's a good idea. Another request. I like it. G-Man coming in here. Man, she's shaky tonight. How are you guys doing? Work was really, I gotta be honest, it kind of flew by, and I am still trying to maybe prep for tomorrow mentally. But yeah, good start to the week, I should say. Are you guys doing okay? Oi, oi, Ronan. Being a badass, I bet. How you doing? Yeah? I understand about indecision. I don't care if I get behind people living in competition. You guys have a good... Hang on, we're getting there. DJ Snaps likes to take its time. You want me to cry? Oh, so you want me to cry?
We laughed and joked in the cab of his truck.
Oh.
Just my brother and me.
This is a good one.
The night before he shipped out overseas. A leatherneck, jarhead Marine. He said the radiator leaks and the time and
Ronan, you the best. Thanks for saying hi, sir.
This old beat up truck.
The chat do look good. Look at them. You guys blushing? Ronan telling you guys looking good tonight.
Singing along to some country songs and rock and roll. Got a 38 bullet hole, a courtesy of Kate Tillman's dad. A lot of scotch tape marks from holding timeless photographs. He said, if I don't come back, you can have this Ford. Just tape a picture of me on the dashboard. He said the paint is peeling off. It's got dents in both the doors.
What just happened?
Singing along to some country songs and rock and roll.
Fall out of my chair.
Got a 30.
I'm gonna fall out of my fucking chair. I don't understand. You like this song?
A scotch tape marks from holding time.
Everybody sing.
Photograph. He said, if I don't come back, you can have this Ford. Just tape a picture of me on the dashboard.
Okay. I don't understand. Give it up, sing it. We're getting calls from Tiltify.
Said, here's your keys. She's on.
Oh, okay.
Fixed everything.
Oh.
But the dashboard.
I need to do some more research on detective work. Really, is what it is. No. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hang on. Oh, you're kidding me? You guys are fucking amazing. Hey. Only because I'm not wearing pants am I doing this. I just have to readjust.
Just my brother and me.
Hopefully they didn't hear that part on the phone. I'm on hold. Okay, almost fell out of my chair, and it's only because you guys are so amazing. SED, you came into the fact that Jess is winning the lottery in this family, and she's okay. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. We're just excited. And we're just so excited. Okay, so because we didn't post it, we don't have it on Facebook. They were a little curious how we were doing this, and I really appreciate you for getting Jess in trouble a little bit. They were thinking, I was just flashing you guys or something. No, they weren't. I am literally honored. I need to make sure this isn't a mistake. Is my biggest thing. I want to thank you for just even the thought. Even if it was supposed to be one of these dollars, you are amazing, and still the amount of psycho bananas But I love you so much. So I'd love to give a shout out to the most recent people making this fucking possible. But again, we're going to make sure it was accurate from the deck tech. What a DAC. Okay, we just love it. We're going to try to come up with how to thank them. Thank you guys so much. Why isn't this working? Yes, there we go. Okay, and also Scotty. Scotty just absolutely tearing it up in here, making sure nothing goes cold. And seriously, Deck Tech, thank you. Even if it was just supposed to be $15, let alone that amount. Thank you so much. Wounded Warrior Project, thanks you. Why is this not live? And we're just gonna do live again to make sure that it's going as good. Thank you guys so much. It was the song let a bitch know I like you. Oh my god. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This family is literally the best. I am honored. Yeah, we are a little now just trying to not swallow our tongue, but that's okay. And this is going to be our vibe right now, so Jess starts to breathe. Nice. There'll be peace when you are done. We still got work to do. But you guys are making it light work. Don't you cry no more. So thank you. Thank you so much for being this family. The 5K wasn't a Monday night goal. No, it can be now. I see how you guys like it. You don't want me to stream all week. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna do it either way. We're gonna just keep going. Awareness all week is definitely still a thing, so we're not skipping out on any days. Like I said, if we've got to, we're gonna put on Forrest Gump on the Discord, and we will just hang out on Twitch and chat to each other, and Jess can get a little mouthy, and you guys can go shh. This is my favorite part.
Once I rose above the
Noise and confusion,
just to get a glimpse beyond
illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high.
Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man.
Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. You're the family I want to hang out with forever. I will be on for 6 days. Don't you worry. I will hunt your ass. Are you ready for this? Mostly because I've got, like, tonight is the most, like, tame of all of the nights. I've got, like, quite a fun plan for Warrior Week. I haven't had, like, a ton of time to do the marketing for it, but you guys fucking take care of that. I was told that my link was shared over 100 times. I don't even know if that's fucking true, but they like to say that, and that's cool. Awareness. So literally, even if you think like somebody can't vote for the bikini stream or doesn't really care about it, that's fucking great, because to be honest, the whole thing is the Wounded Warrior Project. I wanted to, there was a video that I found. It was so good. Hang on. TikTok scares me recently. No, it doesn't scare me. It's just I wanted to make sure we had a good introduction to the Wounded Warrior Project. So as long as you guys feel like you have your big old ban hand on that button. Oi, that reminds me, I gotta talk to the Fiverr guy that probably is scared of me by now. I don't mean to. I'm just very honest. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was the one that I thought was just absolutely amazing. So, in honor of your guys' already absolutely amazing support, first of all, thank you so much. Oh, we don't do ads that we don't necessarily believe in. Okay, all right, here we go. Well, it's a dog, and we'll forgive it. And we'll hang on. And now, everybody, now you can look. Open your eyes. Oh, I can't hear. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Go back just a tiny bit. I thought so.
Well, the soul of a man can be heavy, the bad. Well, pain and bad luck, I should have had my share. Oh, yes, I have. I'm gonna pick up pieces and keep on carrying on. Been down at the bottom for way too long.
I'm Nick Morrison. I'm from Bloomington, Indiana, and I was a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps.
There's a place up on the mountain.
Going to Manny's.
Go down when I'm low.
And he's gonna go worky.
Take a look across the valley.
We're only about a quarter mile from Lake Monroe. It's kind of behind us and to our left.
Today is a good day.
I could split some wood.
I grew up downtown, literally on 5th Street, or what they call it, Kirkwood.
I can do that.
And then into middle school or high school, we moved out to the north side of town.
You got it.
He was a good kid. He was energetic. He was funny. He always had lots of friends. He is 6 years older than our youngest, and he helped a lot with his sister and was always jumping in and helping in anything from his 4-H group to working with the swim team and volunteering for a lot of different projects.
4-H
The
represents.
better question is, what didn't I do probably growing up? I was involved in Science Olympiad, which is just like an academic contest over all sorts of various scientific disciplines, all sorts of stuff. I was really into that. I did 4-H for 10 years. We raised sheep. We at one point probably had a little over 25 head of sheep. We
Oh my
raised
gosh,
goats.
yes!
My sister had a horse. I played football a little bit, middle school, early high school, and then I stopped and started swimming. I swam competitively my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And I was involved in Junior Leaders.
He's like,
a
isn't it?
leadership group for young people, focusing around community involvement, fundraising.
The middle layers were like a blue-green color.
Nice.
Me and Nick met as freshmen in high school. I'd gone to a different middle school. I didn't really know too many people. Whenever I went in as a freshman, and of the 8 classes I had as a freshman, Nick was in 5 of them. So yeah, we became pretty fast friends, and then I was on the soccer team. He was friends with a lot of the guys on the team. So we also started hanging out and just became great friends. Nick's someone that in a social setting, he's not someone that is going to dominate a party or anything like that. But it's something where it's very quiet strength, where you know if you do need something from him, all you have to do is pick up the phone and call.
K-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T-U-V-W-X. I was going to college because that's what I was told I was supposed to do. In all honesty, at 18, 19, 20, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I never had any idea of... There was never anything that called to me that was like I have to do that. So I honestly felt kind of lost in college.
Yeah. Maddie May. Maddie May, Maddie May. Come on, let's go in. Grab the things.
Those stupid people, you see that?
I had a lot of family members that were in the military.
You see their
My dad's
sign?
father served in World War II. My dad's uncle died in the Battle of the Bulge. My great uncle, my mom's uncle by marriage, he fought in the Korean War, was actually wounded very badly in the Korean War. My mom's dad served in the Army National Guard. So I mean, a lot of family history. Even back into the Spanish-American War, I have an old roster with one of the Ham was their last
flippin' way. Look at him.
name. He was the general quartermaster for his unit.
Is a legacy.
So the military was, honestly, it was, you know, I wasn't thriving in college. I felt lost. Felt like I wasn't doing much. There was just a kind of a sense of duty, something that I wanted to do. Hey, just being part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
I met Nick in college. What attracted me to Nick was the fact that he had such a good heart and was a little shy. And something that we always joke about is he has these really good snaps. And so when he would be dancing, he'd like have these really good snaps. And so we still talk about it to this day. He had me at his snaps.
Yep.
So I did not know him when he enlisted, but we started dating before he left for Iraq. We were serious.
The BBs.
It got serious pretty fast. And I mean, it was exclusive. I wasn't dating anybody else. And I told him I'd be here when he got back.
Oh.
We are lovers, we are fighters, flying higher, and we never give in.
To a minimum, though. I like that.
And if we start to fall from grace, we won't ever lose our faith.
I've known Nick for over 30 years now. We grew up in the same neighborhood. I was homeschooled though, so I didn't go to school with him, but lived right across the street from one of our mutual good friends, who we're still good friends with. I wouldn't call it surprising that he went in the military.
They knew him too well. That's
His
funny.
dad and him always used to play those little war games with, I don't even know what they call them.
The little army men?
I think that was one of the only times I heard my mom curse. This is what I told her I joined the Marine Corps.
Oh, that's funny.
I think it was something along the lines of like, why the f you do that, or something like that.
When he called and told me the first time, I lost Mother of the Year award right then. I mean, it was not good. Then Nick and Dave went on a bike ride. It must have been 6 hours. And Nick explained to his father why he wanted to join the Marines. And after Dave came back with him, he said, you know, I can't fault anything that he said, that he felt like that this was something that he needed to do.
That's cool.
And of course, then we were always supportive.
I was probably not a great friend during that time period, to be totally honest. What I mean by that is my awareness, given the fact that I was in school, I didn't have the awareness of the war efforts at that time, maybe like we would today, and all the hazards that comes with that, not just while overseas at war, but then when they come home.
Joining the military gave me a sense of purpose.
Big dog, we can absolutely talk about it. What's your idea?
It allowed me the opportunity to serve other people.
Never any pressure.
I've always been a helper.
But I know you like to spread good vibes, so I have a hard time thinking that anybody would be pressured into what you're about to suggest, yeah?
Before he left, we did talk about, like, kind of what we wanted our life to look like, but there was nothing about marriage at that point. I was still in school, and so
love that.
Even though it was fresh, like, it was very difficult. It was really scary. It was very, very scary.
We were in Napa Valley, and we had gone out with David's nephew and my niece, and we were at a winery, and which you'd think would be a good place to be if you were going to get the call that he's going to leave. And I do think it was the hardest day of my life, or one of them that would come. It was on the phone, you have to be like, like all cheery and like, oh, we'll be praying for you. And but it was difficult.
Poor mama. Oh, she was just a baby.
In my heart.
Ooh. Look at his badass work. Not fucking easy out there. His friend was awesome to speak up and be like, I don't think anyone really understands what they deal with over there unless you were over there.
To Iraq. My primary MOS was telephone systems and intermediate personal computer repair. So anything ground related and electronics, I fixed it. I actually was deployed as a civil affairs non-commissioned officer. So that was a completely different MOS. So we actually had to go to a school, and then was in Fallujah, Iraq from 2005 to 2006. We fall under Special Operations Command, and our mission was to assess and help rebuild local Iraqi infrastructure. Medical facilities, bridges, water treatment facilities, irrigation pumps, schools. That's what we did. So I went into it wanting to help the Iraqi people. We don't get to choose where we start our lives. It's a luck of a draw where you're born. So if I could help these people, that's what I wanted to do.
He had access to a satellite phone. So we were very fortunate that every Sunday night we got a phone call. Basically what we talked about was things he needed. I'd ask him the mom things like, are you able to eat? Another time he shared with me that one of the schools that they were working with needed supplies. So our good friends at South High School orchestrated a fund to send paper and pencils.
You go into country with hearts and minds. That's what we did. We were not door kickers. We were not there to necessarily kill the enemy. It was our job to help get them something to build upon once we left. So I went into it wanting to help. By the time we went to Iraq, kinetic operations, they weren't as prevalent. I mean, we had pretty much pounded them into submission. So they went to guerrilla tactics, and it was IEDs. I mean, I was there in the IED. It was a heyday. There were IEDs everywhere. So I never saw an enemy. I mean, my enemy was everywhere. It wouldn't matter if you were walking down a market, someone would spray with machine gun fire indiscriminately down a market. It could hit civilians, it hit your buddies. I mean, there was no enemy, and that was really hard.
I remember being on campus, doing my homework, and seeing on TV and passing down the halls footage of what was going on and knowing proximity where he was at, and I would just start breaking down, and it was really difficult.
I was green, naive. I was going to change the world. I was going to, yeah, I was so naive. I was naive in thinking that I could do great things and help people, and we did. We made tangible differences. I mean, we rebuilt several schools, we rebuilt bridges, we rebuilt water treatment facilities. So, I mean, we had tangible gains that, I could wrap my mind around. But some people in the population didn't care for us, didn't want our help, didn't need our help, could care less. It's very stressful.
Through the struggle, through the rubble, rock and roll, my team's in a huddle. It's about elevation, dedication. We will fight for the right situation if you're ready for the long haul. It's roll call, tie your bootstraps up, homie. We go hard.
So I was personally hit by 2 IEDs.
Did you say 2?
We, as a team as a whole, we were hit 6 times. We found another 10. A lot of hate and anger crept in, and you start to view them differently. I was just trying to survive.
He would call every Sunday. He had a satellite phone, so that's one thing that kept me going, was at least I can talk to him at least once a week. But then the calls stopped. I don't know if he's going to come home, if that's one of the people on the news that they're talking about that was just in the roadside bomb or a suicide bomber, and they were showing the footage. But is that Nick? I know he's around there. He tells me he's outside the wire a lot, so I just had no clue, and it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying.
Once you reach a certain point, all of that stress goes away, because at one point, and I remember, I can draw you a picture of where I was when I had this realization, I had to tell myself that that I was dead. I had to accept that I was dead, because that was the only way I could keep going. Once I accepted that I was dead man walking, it's a really weird, freeing, liberating. It's hard to explain, but it's freeing in some capacity, because you're literally living in the moment to the nth degree, and you have to stay alive.
One Sunday, he didn't call, and we kept waiting and waiting and waiting and never heard anything. So by the next morning, we hadn't heard from him. I'd say we were both pretty upset, because I was getting ready to go to work, and I saw on the news where Marines were killed. And knowing that that was a Sunday, we'd not heard from him. So we waited for the phone to ring, and it didn't ring on Monday either. I thought that when he left for Iraq, that was the worst moment of my life. But I would say that Monday evening was probably the worst time. So Tuesday I go to work and I don't hear anything. So I believe it was on Wednesday. And I can remember like it was yesterday. I was in a patient's room and I heard my phone ring. And I remember answering the phone. It was Nick. And I thought I was the happiest when he was born. I think that was probably the happiest time. I think that was the happiest times of my life.
For me, I still miss it. Iraq was my best and worst memories. It's this weird duality. I miss my team. You build a bond that you just won't build anywhere else. It's the ultimate act of service, in my opinion. I was willing, and anyone to my left or right that I served with was willing to give our lives for each other and for our country. So there's no questions asked there.
I've got one foot in the grave.
But after you get blown up so many times, after you see people die, after you experience what I experienced, you start to change. I was not the same person I was at the end of my deployment that I was at the beginning.
Oh, Jesus, can you hear my plea? God brought me here, now he wants me to leave. Jesus, lay your forgiving hands on me.
The day he came home, we were at the Armory in Indianapolis, and we had welcome home signs, and I just ran up and gave him a hug. He had a rose for me. He sent me roses, like a countdown. So like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, you know, and the final one was like this golden dipped rose. Like, who does that?
I had a 4-day transition period. 4 days from in Iraq to Indianapolis, Indiana. The very last mission.
Atomic Nerve. What a good
We were
recommendation.
doing right seat, left seat. I mean, new guys are coming in. You know, they followed us.
We'll take a look right after.
And then we moved back. They moved into the driver's seat. We followed them for a week, kind of just shadowing them. Very last mission. New guys are taking over. We're checked out. Short timers, not thinking anything. Me and Sergeant Roper in a bucket truck. And like I said, very last mission, we find an IED, and it literally is from here to this wall from us. Anyways, long story short, so I go from that, literally being blown up, and 4 days later, I'm at home with my family.
I was glad for when he got back in the States. I think initially he was glad to be home. He was glad to see everyone, but I could see a change in Nick.
I felt out of place when I came home, but I didn't really feel I was happy to be home. It's kind of like the honeymoon period, you know. 2008, about a year and a half, 2 years later, is when I started struggling with depression. I turned to alcohol heavily. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel at home. I didn't feel like I belonged at home. I felt different. I felt alienated. I felt like there was something wrong with me.
Even though I was on the track and in school to, you know, become a therapist, I thought he would just come home and still be the regular, same old Nick, but just with some experiences that would affect him. But I had no clue that it would be that intense. No clue. Because until you live it and see it, and you can't describe it almost.
Why am I not able to do things I used to do? Why can't I go out in public as much as I used to? Why am I always on guard? Why am I jumping out of bed at night? And the list goes on and on. And so I self-medicated with alcohol for years.
It was very clear, because I knew him so well, that he was struggling. He wasn't the exact same friend that I had from high school. I mean, none of us were, but it was very apparent that he was having just a hard time in general.
2008 turned into about 2010. My path in 2010 was going to take me to jail, or I was going to die. I was going to die by fighting. I was fighting the police. I was fighting my friends. I was fighting anybody that would fight me. So I was either going to go to jail, I was either going to drink myself to death, or I was going to die in a fight. That was my path.
I was working as a therapist my first year. I was running the intensive outpatient program for substance abuse, and I got home because it was an evening group. I got home and he wasn't around. There were bottles everywhere. The cabinets in the kitchen, everything was punched in. Long story short, he was at somebody's house. I didn't know, so I went to go get him. He was out of his mind. Like, it was not him. And he wasn't making sense. Got in the car, we were driving home. He was threatening to jump out of the car. Gets back home, and not making any sense. And when he would drink, it does the opposite. It's not a downer for him. He like gets enraged. He got up on his work van, was like jumping up and down, like again, in and out of the house. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. At that point, I didn't know what to expect. So there was a lot of concern.
We get a call from Mia about 9 o'clock at night, and she said, "Can you come over?" She says, "I can't get through to Nick." And I knew Mia. Mia's a strong woman, and I knew if she was calling that it was something that really she couldn't handle. And so Dave and I drove in there, and Nick was, he was not Nick. He was,
I was doing everything I could, I think, to try to just end it. Just try and stop the pain, stop the the intrusive thoughts, the feeling of feeling different, and the feeling of, why can't I interact with friends and family like I used to? Why can't I do things that I used to?
He had just a confluence of events between family stuff and a few other just personal things just really hit all at once. And he had a really bad night, and I heard from Mia. And that's when everything kind of hit home for me, and where I really got worried about my best friend and losing him. You hear the statistic about losing 22 service people a day. Never thought that'd be my buddy until recently. And I got scared to death.
he was trying to process, I think.
Really quick, I love you guys. Trigger warnings, obviously. And if you need a break at all, please take your time. And feel free to message me on Discord privately if you need any sort of support. We're here for you as a family.
Everything that he had witnessed and been involved with, in verbatim, you don't understand, you're a dead man walking.
When you see 4 of your Marine blown into pieces, little pieces, and you don't even know what parts of the bodies go to what body, and you just have a pile, and you don't even know if the right parts are going to go home to their right families. When you see that and you live it and you deal with it, it's hard for it not to take hold. And you build this syntax and you build this program in your brain so you keep that one foot in front of the other. Because if you don't, you'll drive yourself crazy. And that's kind of back to the dead man walking component that I talk about.
I believe the hypervigilance of what he experienced was some of the catalyst for his anxiety. And we couldn't get through to him. It's really hard when parents when you can't fix or help your children. It's very difficult.
When I was at my darkest, I call it going dark. I don't even think I was self-aware enough to even know that I had an issue. I just knew that I had dealt with some really bad things. I had seen some really bad stuff, and I was, I was alive. I came home. A lot of other guys didn't. So it was a really hard for me to even tell myself that I had issues and that I needed help, because I was here. And to me, that should have been enough for me. And but ultimately, it wasn't.
Number one, I think his survivor's remorse
And that's okay.
was more than anything that I could ever. I couldn't fix it. It was out of my hands.
You know, I stopped drinking in 2010, so that was a good thing. I stopped with the self-medicating and the alcohol, and then I buried myself in work. And so for about 7.5 years, I managed a bar and restaurant, and I owned my own business. I did electronic security.
Just what G-Man is talking
during
about.
the week, and then I'd work 35 hours at the bar on the weekend. And looking back at it now, it was totally a way of avoidance to just stay busy. If I kept moving and I kept active and I kept doing stuff, I didn't have to think about it. And I could feel
needed the community.
And that was about my worst.
He needed a mission.
Since my deployment, 14 years later. I wasn't eating. My bowels had stopped working. I was about 148 pounds, so about 30 pounds lighter than I am now. I wasn't sleeping. I'd wake up 10 to 20 times a night. I would wake up in the middle of the night out of a sleep to a security light on my exterior detached garage that's 200 feet from my house that happens to shine in through my master bedroom window with the blinds closed. That little amount of light would wake me up, and jumping out of bed up.
It wasn't him, like the old Nick versus the new Nick. It was just like, it was like the shell. I mean, it's just not him. Like, I knew the old him is there somewhere. Like, there were moments, of course, where, you know, the old Nick would come out, show his heart. And so it was almost just like a closed off Nick who had an exterior that was very, very toxic and broken, and he was just trying to keep it all together.
Little firefly. I had a conversation with myself, and the conversation went, what's wrong with me?
Come and shine in the darkest corners of my mind. I've been chasing shadows with
Getting out of this cycle, I
started looking
so much
through
respect.
the hierarchy of needs, going through them in my mind, like,
Good
I have
idea.
an awesome house. I have an awesome wife. I have 2 beautiful daughters. I luckily have.
He went back to the grateful side. He did everything he could.
What's wrong with me? I didn't know. I didn't know anymore. I didn't know how to help myself. I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to do.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I was in a really dark place.
I've been chasing shadows way too long.
All right, hang in there, babies. I loves you. We got this.
There was no enemy, and that was really hard. And I think I brought that home with me, because I think I was still looking for an enemy, and I never found it. I needed to process. I needed to go through the things that I saw and talk about the things that I saw to heal, because keeping it buried inside of me was going to kill me.
Yep.
I mean, I've
Thank
been
you,
in
big dog.
therapy on and off since 2010. I did about 1.5 years prolonged exposure therapy through the VA. And then I saw various other therapists. So, I mean, I've worked with probably 4 or 5 different therapists over the years, and I've been putting work in for years, and, you know, I wasn't getting any better. My wife's a mental health therapist, and she's the only reason I'm here able to talk to you guys today. I don't think if I had her in my life, I'd be here, in all honesty.
I was a team lead in my job, so I had a caseload, and I worked with a team of therapists who I supervised, and I was asked by our Director of Military Services if I'd be interested in connecting with Wounded Warrior Project about possibility of doing these retreats. I was like, yeah, like, of course. And so I think I've done 13, maybe, Odysseys.
Project Odyssey was developed as a way to bring warriors together, to bring back that sense of camaraderie, that sense of connection, while also learning coping skills to deal with the invisible wounds of war, such as post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety. So we bring veterans out with us into various locations across the country and engage in team building activities, problem solving. There's a great deal of psychoeducation, all with the purpose of increasing overall psychological well-being, and their sense of resilience.
I was doing a mail odyssey, and I would always FaceTime Nick at night. And so one time after our debrief, I was like, let's call him right now. And he does not like stuff like that, like to be put on the spot. So we FaceTimed him, and I was like, Nick, like how is 2 weeks from now? Like, you want to go? And he was like, long story short, he ended up going, which was, he didn't used to say yes to things like this. So I was stoked. Like, I was so excited, I couldn't even take it. And so that's how he got involved. And since then, Wounded Warrior Project has been critical in his recovery.
Braiding of the boats. It's like Fleet Week almost.
She was really the catalyst to say,
Love that.
"Dope, this would be good for you." I went on my first Project Odyssey, and it was a great experience. But I wasn't ready at that time on my first Odyssey. It was a great recharge for myself. It was awesome to get to be with the other veterans.
Just really quick, I want to just say it was so cool of his wife to not necessarily push him into going at first, understanding that maybe he was healing or burnt out or needing some time, and that on his, like, her gentle encouragement and not putting him down over not doing it and consistently supporting him is, he just said it is a huge reason why he is doing so good. So if you are a supporter in any way, just take a real quick page from her book and just know that you are amazing.
Odyssey is not a magic
And it's
wand.
never
not
easy.
Really a quick fix for anything. We try to set expectations early on of this is really a step forward, but it's kind of the first step, and hopefully what is going to be a really cool journey forward. But it's not always a one-stop shop, so we invite warriors to come back on a Project Odyssey, and that's what Nick did. And I think that's when he was really to start accepting what the next steps were that he needed to do for himself and for his family.
Gonna come a time, don't you worry, child. There's gonna come a time, and I'm there by your side.
Really, the magic happened for me on my second Odyssey. We had just finished the first day, and it was sprinkling out. And I didn't care. I went out and I built a campfire. And it was me and maybe 4 other warriors were around the campfire, and we were just hanging out and talking. And slowly, as the night progressed, they trickled off and went to their rooms. Finally, it was just me, and it was about 1 a.m. And I finally was like, all right, I guess I can go to bed. And I get in bed, and I start to go to sleep, and I have the worst flashback I've ever had. It's like being awake but dreaming, and I was reliving specifically one IED, and I just...
Really quick trigger warning. I love you guys. I don't know how detailed, and I just, take your time if you need it.
broke down, and I cried, and it was horrible. It was horrible, convulsive. I was in a fetal position. I wrapped up a towel and bit into it so I wouldn't make noise, so I could cry and get it out without letting any of the other guys know who were sleeping beside me. As I start to finally calm down after what seemed like an eternity, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it was rough. I finally start to collect myself, and at that point I had this thought that I said, I have to tell somebody something. I said, because I just had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that if I didn't, it was going to kill me. It was going to eat me from the inside out. As I start to go back to sleep, I finally calm down, and one of the other warriors calls out in a night terror, in this like guttural growl. And then I break down again because I know what it is. I know the sound. I know the noise. I know that he's dealing with his own shit. And so I break down again and start crying again. And then finally, I'm able to go to sleep. And that next morning is when I went and found the peer mentor. And I said, I got to talk to you. And I just broke down, and it was like this expulsory vomit of blah, like just, I couldn't get enough out fast enough of just stuff that I had buried for so long. that odyssey, that night, that was my aha moment, it was the catalyst to start me on actually wanting to attempt to face it head on.
He came back from that initial odyssey, and he was like, I realized, like, I can't bury it anymore. I have to do something about this. He was just overwhelmed with all the years of experiences, but also pent-up emotions and reactions and thoughts and feelings from not ever processing through it, that it seemed like trying to drink from a fire hydrant from him with everything that was coming back out. Really, after that is when I saw the change from I have to do something about this to I need help doing something about this.
So going on the Project Odyssey, that was the catalyst to get me to be like, man, I gotta start working at this. Like, it's not gonna change if I don't do anything. And I need to put forth some work into trying to figure out what is causing this and how I can rectify it, because otherwise it was going to kill me. After the Odyssey, I reached out to Wounded Warrior Project because I knew that the IOP was something I needed to do. I needed more help.
One of the unique things about the Warrior Care Network is that we really made an intentional effort to increase access to care, quality of care, and frequency of care. And if you've tried to navigate different healthcare systems and run into some barriers, whether that, hey, you can only get an appointment every month, whether you didn't necessarily like the provider that you saw, the Warrior Care Network has a variety of different options from outpatient treatment to intensive outpatient treatments.
Awesome.
And quite often we get folks that have had mental health related care beforehand, and we're able to provide a corrective experience for them.
Amazing.
One of our 4 different treatment centers, from Rush, Emory, UCLA, or Massachusetts General Hospital, us as a network really have amazing healthcare. It's comprehensive. It addresses the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual realms of who you are, and it's what mental health care should look like.
It was one of the first times I actually felt that I was in a place that understood me. The chaplain, very first day, he does a class on meaning of service. I had seen numerous therapists at this point, and all of them I had told the same thing. I had told them that one of the things that I was struggling with is that I felt like, and I had used the term, my moral compass or my moral barometer had been broken, and that my view on people had changed. They became an enemy. They became a threat. Again, going back to kind of never finding an enemy, I extrapolated that and I applied that layer to the civilian population in Iraq. And then when I came home, I still was looking for it. And I applied that to the civilian population here. And then it got worse, and I still didn't find the enemy, and I still couldn't figure out what was going on. So then I applied it to friends, then I'd apply it to family, and then I was just eventually by myself. And I completely isolated myself. But the chaplain, like the second sentence out of his mouth, he talked about your moral compass and it being broken or shattered. When he shared that with me, I knew I was in the right place.
Moral injury is a term we use to describe the longer-term psychological, social, spiritual impacts of being in a situation where you feel that you have to transgress deeply held moral values. I often think about it as, being in a situation where you have to act where there is really no good option. Sometimes on deployments and in combat, there's some real ethical dilemmas and things can get murky, and you may have to act in situations and do things that you might not normally do. But then there's orders to follow, and they exist for a reason. There is this acknowledgement of combat deployments contain many ethical dilemmas and many situations where you have to act and there's not a clear right choice. And I don't think that's something that a lot of clinicians or mental health providers really had a good appreciation for before moral injury became more part of the conversation.
I had this dark cloud, this nebulous cloud of
You're
stuff
the best, guys.
from my military, and even not even military, even just life. Everybody has traumas. I mean, we all have be it a broken bone, be it a car crash, a parent dying, whatever. Everybody has traumas. And I had this nebulous cloud of traumas in my head, and there was so much, and it was so interwoven that I didn't know where to start. And the IOP program gave me that. For me personally, what I've come to realize is that holding on to all that negativity and that the darkness, the anger, the hate, the rage, the sadness, the shame, the guilt, hanging on to all of that dark side of the emotion wheel was just going to drag me down. It was going to kill me.
I think with some of the issues he was having, the Wounded Warrior Project was, I think he felt like that he finally came to a place where he could be with other veterans who have experienced similar situations, and where he could verbalize it and know that someone knows what he's talking about.
Being able to feel that I was in a space that was safe to share, being able to be around other peers and other veterans who have experienced similar things and speak the same language, the cynicism and humor that we bring out of things and the sarcasm, it's this awesome thing, this glue that bonds us together. And being able to be in that safe space, have the experience that I had, and then being able to feel able to share was awesome for me.
I feel he's more.
Thank you for being my family.
He doesn't feel
literally
like he has to
3
hide his
beautiful
experiences
things.
and his struggles.
I love you.
Certain activity or action might
Best family.
cue a memory for him that is going to be totally different than anyone else has in that same environment, and he's comfortable now knowing that that's a possibility and that he can handle it and process it in the moment.
It's like it's such a different smile. It's so good.
He was so maybe so distant.
Those pictures, I don't even recognize that guy. It's the same guy we
I had to
talked
rely
to.
heavily on Wounded Warrior Project, the Odysseys, and the Warrior Care Network. They had to carry me through the early stages of my healing process. I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't do it by myself. I had to accept that, and I had to reach out and seek help.
Yeah.
Now, it's my turn to give back. It's my turn to be that warrior who's carrying the other warrior, who's facilitating their healing process, gets them out of their head and back into life, get them back into the fight, so to speak.
See that? We have it on camera.
Nick is a really clear example of what it means to live the logo. He's somebody who asked for help to make some changes for himself and for his family. It's a huge sign of strength to say that you need some help. Now he's turned that into giving back to others and giving back to the community that served him.
I'm so grateful that you know, to have Wounded Warrior Project give me that opportunity and allow me to start trying to heal.
Was that glass blowing? I loved it. I loved it. It looked dangerous and fun.
That can provide support to you even if they don't understand.
Atomic Nerve.
The spouse that
We're gonna get to your song soon too.
Struggling.
Thank you so much.
And your partner's not ready to reach out, it's okay for you to still reach out and be that first one to take that step. Critical.
But if you need someone to trust, I'll be your Superman.
I want to tell veterans who are sitting and dealing with what I dealt with, don't wait, don't give up. There's hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You got to work for it. It's not going to be given to you. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to work for it. But don't give up. It's
the best. I love it.
If there's anyone in this world who deserves
it doesn't stop
to live a happy long life, it's us. So keep going.
I will never let you down. Lift your heart from the ground.
Get out the Flex Seal.
Let you down. Be your Superman.
freaking best. All proceeds for the next 6 streams go directly to the Wounded Warrior Project, and thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being my family. Aww. We got a really good recommendation from a new beautiful family member. Thank you for joining Atomic Nerve. And she promised not to cry on you every time, but sometimes it's okay. And we adore you. What was the beautiful song that you had? Let me make sure I've got your color correct. So sorry. Wrong side of heaven. Oh, what a good, beautiful friggin' way to express the journey that somebody can go on. And that is probably just the tip of the iceberg. But I just, it is so cool to see how supportive his family is. And I'm just, that is amazing work. He really had to do a lot of work, but the Wounded Warrior Project, just God freaking bless. All right. Thanks for joining this fam and causing some beautiful, beautiful vibes. DJ snippets. I'm not looking at the music video, but you can. Whew. I adore you guys. I loved your guys' thoughts. I love that COD has an Vets in Active Duty bundle just for them.
I spoke to God today, and she said that she's ashamed.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. You didn't miss anything. I will be posting stuff, and also it is on the Wounded Warrior Project YouTube. So you're amazing if you want to go start from the beginning, but you never late. Ever.
'Cause I feel the same.
I was not in the military. My grandfather was in the military. I have to be honest. It started my appreciation for the military started very early. It was probably because of my dad. But we also we would go and visit Coronado Island. I remember when I was younger, during the summers in June, the ranch would basically almost burn to the ground every time. And I think it would make my dad really sad. And so once he knew the ranch was safe and secure from the fires and stuff, we would kind of escape to California, where my dad kind of had a soft spot for. And Coronado Island has the Dell and a lot of military influence, mostly from the Navy and the Air Force. Love them. And I think I was about 6 years old when my dad, for the first time, explained to me the man in uniform and what it meant and what he does. And he also really liked to share with me, how many stripes he had and what that meant. And if he was wearing a hat, different items that I could, start to identify different ranks. And it was kind of a cool thing that he started teaching me. But one other thing that he taught me was, and it's kind of controversial these days, it's interesting, but he said, why don't you go on up to him and thank him for his service? And at the time, I kind of, obviously the tistic in me, I wanted him to explain. I wanted him to, what do you mean the service? And the way that he described sacrifice to me at 6 years old was probably not necessarily appropriate. However, what it did give me was the biggest oomph to go over to the gentleman in the prettiest blue suit I'd ever seen. And I reached out my tiny little hand and I thanked him for his service. And the man bawled right in front of me. He got down on one knee and he started crying. He took off his hat and he tucked it under his armpit. I remember thinking that was crazy because it flattened, and I was like, I didn't know it could do that, and is it ruined, and is he okay? And he was crying, and so I was worried about the man's hat. I was worried about the man's face, and I didn't know what my dad just made me do. But yeah, I shook his hand, and he thanked me, and he asked me my name, and it was kind of the most, I think, one of the very first like moments where it was like a stranger. I lived in the primitive wilderness too, keep in mind, okay? This was one of the very first experiences of me in a regular setting probably as well. So it was a moment of like seeing somebody who I never thought would be kind, sweet, nice to me, who looks like a gosh darn animal on a stick, and he gets down on one knee and he starts bawling. Yeah, those are the guys I want protecting this country. And thank you for that, by the way. And thank you. I feel like we need to listen to it again. Sorry. You're from the UK, but no matter where in the world, war and conflict affect everyone. And what the warriors go through before, during, and after service, there's never enough words to say thanks. What a way to say that. I love that.
I spoke to God today, and she said that she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly care. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
Love this.
I heard from God today, and she sounded just like me. What have I done? And who have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I looked away. I turned away. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly care. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away, getting closer every day. I'm getting closer every day to the end.
Thick Rusty Nails, hello. What a good song too, yes?
Closer every day. Arms wide open, I stand alone.
I'm honored to be here with you guys. Let's give a quick glance at our dashboard, just because I'm sure we have some people, new people coming in, saying hi. Thank you for joining us on our amazing Wounded Warrior Project Week. Warrior Week, yes. We are honored. What was I doing? Whatever. There we go. Guys, just to make sure everybody understands how beautiful this is going, let me make sure that it's working. Yes. Guys, it's day 1 and we're already crushing it. Thank you to every single person who has donated so far. I was not expecting night 1 to go so freaking great. I guess I'm supposed to be chopping wood if I make the $5,000. I kind of like that idea, although it seems a little easy for Jess. I'll admit. Should fall over. No, I won't fall over. It's been a while since I've chopped wood, I'll be honest. It even was a while since, because my dad, of course, is the bougie rancher who likes to co-own massive pieces of farm equipment. So that, like, the whole community can enjoy these weird ass toys that are very, very freaking cool. Don't get me wrong, okay? So he does a great job of making sure the community do good, but it has been a while since your girl has chopped wood because he got a splitter for the whole gosh darn community. So we've had a splitter that haunts me nightmares. That thing, I'll be honest, reminds me of the thing that turns like this and then somebody shoves a piano in it and my heart breaks. I'm like, dude, that probably took forever to tune, let alone build. Anyway, Living Sea. So yeah, no, veteran appreciation is probably something that I don't think is taught enough. At least not in the right way, or just like maybe spent enough time to show it. I also, I'll admit, was exposed to maybe some really good films as well. The man also loved Patton, and even as a baby, my parents like to say that was the movie that I fell asleep to. I don't know if I believe that, or if it was maybe the autism. It was like, yes, a war zone. I don't know what really it was about Patton that put me to sleep, because I'll be honest, when I've watched it recently, it's a stressful one. I do think, though, that his good taste in movies and music also influenced the fact that I have a big respect for Hulkamania. Can I sleep for a week first? Jess likes to overcommit. Is it 'cause I'm wearing green, isn't it? That's it, I'm not going. I just thank you guys for being here with me tonight. Yes, I'm doing here. I've got a trimmer that could probably really shake some what do you call it? Powdered sugar on some cookies, real good. And even like if anybody else has a tremor, what do you guys do to take photos? Put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye, right? Is that it? Full instruction? Can we get it written down? Thank you. No, I'll be honest. I am saving for a DSLR right now because I want to be able to go out into the community and stream like a psycho with really good quality. And I also want to start creating marketing videos with really good quality. So right now, saving up for a DSLR, right? But then I was like, dude, it's basically useless with your disability unless you get yourself a cage so that when you hold it, it holds itself. And it's like, you know, the cage reminds me of something I built with And I remembered my physics teacher's name, big dog. He made an impression on me. I want you to know you're probably making an impression on people. But yeah, he was the coolest physics teacher ever, and we built these cages for eggs, and then we chucked them off our roof. I loved that day. I loved that day more than any other day in school. And I went to an arts academy where we were like basically paid to be actors. So that day, and it even trumped the day that I lit a trash can on fire in his classroom. And that was a fun frickin' day. He didn't catch us until way into the blue flame. It was great. Anyway, also a program. Alex is coming in here. Alex, get in here with your goodness. He lives in Lux. He visits Patton's grave. He has visited, or he visits them. He's obsessed with Patton, and he goes and kisses his grave. He kisses it consensually. G-Man would attend now that he knows. And Alex says there's also a program that's been running since World War II that Luxembourgish families relearn something with Luxembourgish. Are you Luxembourgish? No? Oh, we'll have another. I have laid flower and maintained the American graves, and that is amazing. I love that. I want to learn all about those traditions. I was really lucky enough. Oh, we got to find this. We got to find this picture. Oh, I was lucky enough to go to Washington, D.C. and kind of be a part of a really cool ritual that's kind of similar. I love that. If you can find any photos, private message them or put them in the family chat. I don't care. I just want to show them on stream, but no pressure. I'm going to find the photo of, I went to DC to visit my sister, and she set up this incredible experience where we were able to go and buy wreaths, Christmas wreaths. And then we were able to lay them or hang them, depending on how the grave was, at the Veteran Cemetery in Washington. It was the national, like, military. I don't know what it is exactly called. Pardon me. Let me clarify some ignorance here. One moment. How's everybody doing? Arlington. Well, yes, well, that's where she was. Yes. Is it the National Oh, it is the Arlington National Cemetery. Oh, okay. And it is the coolest experience, I'll be honest. Oh gosh, I haven't been on Facebook in a hot never. What is happening? This was so cool. Aw, no way. Can we... Well, how do you guys just all, in the... Thank you, big dog. All right, hang on. Finding it. Almost there.
I never thought that this is where I'd settle down. I thought I'd die an old man back in my hometown. They gave me this plot of land, me and some other men, for a job well done. There's a big white house, it's on a hill just up the road. The man inside, he cried the day they brought me home. They folded up a flag and told my mom and dad, we're proud of your son. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground and I'm in the best of company. I'm thankful for those, thankful for the things I've done. I can rest in peace, I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington.
Oh my goodness, Aviator. Welcome in.
Daddy brought me here when I was 8.
Thank you for your service, sir, if that's what... I want to make sure I understand you correctly, but yes, that is exactly. Thank you. Just so you know, though, those biddies I will be donating to the Wounded Warrior Project. So thank you so much, and you're just wonderful. Every single thing this week is going toward WWP, and you are being added to that board. Thank you so much.
And it gave me a chill when he clicked his heels.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you. It'll be a little cherry on top. I love me some cherries, I'll be honest. All right, I really want to try to find this. Hang on. I love this song. It's sad, and I see that you just...
I know they brought another hero home.
Absolutely we are, from you especially. What? Course. Absolutums. Guillotine in here.
Things we've done, we can rest in peace, 'cause we are the chosen ones. We made it to Arlington.
Where's that full picture, though? I found like half of one. That's okay. We've been going down that road all night. And if Jess really start to sob, we might just DJ snip. But, you know, we love you and we'll with you. Definitely. And trigger warning, guys. It's amazing. We're getting closer to finding it. Don't you worry. I found a small version of it. I just want to see if I can find a bigger one. More puppies. Oh, see? And then obviously taking care of me. Thank you. What is the new song, masters? Aaron, oh, I got it. You guys are the best, by the way. Best family. Great vibes. Thank you for such a good... Is it really Monday? Nope. We've changed it. It's whatever day we want it to be because it feels too good. I adore you. Thank you for your service. For absolutely anybody in the chat, watching, or who will ever see this. Thank you.
You were shining like a diamond in that dress. We were young and love and reckless. We were just two kids when I went and signed my name. And now here I am, just a few months later, coming home to you. I'm flying with my brothers, yeah, we fought real hard. We're all packed up and headed home. And if you're reading this, there'll come a time real soon where family, friends, and flowers fill the room. And two men with starch white gloves fold the colors till they touch. It's probably more than I deserve, but I'm proud to get this much. Sending all the love I ever had inside this folded flag. Now look at you. You're rounding out, but babe, you wear it well. Little boy, you're
still too soon to tell. Wish I could be there now to hold you both. And if you're reading this, you're probably about to cry. Running through your head the questions why. As two men with starch white gloves fold the colors till they touch. It's probably more than I deserve, but I'm proud to get this much. I'm sending all the love I ever had inside this folded flag. And it'll sit here on the mantle for many years to come. Every time you pass it by, I hope you feel my love. Two men with starch white gloves fold the colors till they touch. It's probably more than I deserve, but I'm proud to get this much. I'm sending all the love I ever had inside this folded flag. Sending all the love I ever had inside this folded flag.
To the principal's office with you. She's wearing something cute, don't worry. I really appreciate this family more than you will ever know. No, I'm sorry's tonight for all of these good vibes and awareness of our soldiers and fallen soldiers. And I am so happy to have the soldiers we do have here, and we get to miss and honor those we don't. So, thank you. Okay. Jess is gonna take a break so that she can, I know, Alex. Alec, I'm gonna need you to take over. Get the brown wig. You and Michael, I'm gonna need you to get the Jess show going. I'm Jess. No, I'm Jess. And welcome to AuthentiCity. You guys are in practice, I know it. All right. And then she makes an awkward joke, obviously, because she can't help it. I'm gonna go take a quick break just so that I can make sure I don't have eyelashes in the corner of my eyebrow. And I think I do. I feel them. I already started to do the little winky blink. I'm also gonna refill my water. And if you guys are crying, get some tissues. And I love you. I'll be right back.
Daddy, I'm afraid. Won't you stay a little while? Keep me safe, 'cause there's monsters right outside. Daddy, please don't go. I don't wanna be alone, 'cause the second that you're gone, they're gonna know. Before he went to bed, he grabbed my hand and said, just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me and you can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared when I'm not here. Uncle Sam don't like to wait. He's got a big old plane that's gonna take me far away. I know I act tough, but there's a churning in my gut, 'cause I just can't call you up when things get rough. Before I left, he hugged my neck and said, just 'cause you're leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me. You can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared. I might be here, but I'll always be right there. Even though you're leaving, I ain't going nowhere. Daddy, I'm afraid. Won't you stay a little while? I never thought I'd see the day I had to say goodbye. Daddy, please don't go. I can't do this on my own. There's no way that I can walk this road alone. Daddy grabbed my hand and said, just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me and you can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, boy, I ain't scared. I won't be here, but I'll always be right there. Even though I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Hello, my babies. I am literally floored by this family. I feel ridiculously honored to be representing the Wounded Warrior Project for Authenticity. Thank you guys so much. We have officially raised, again, we love to celebrate $3,150 of our 5K goal. And we've already gotten even more and amazing family members, and I'm just so honored. So thank you. I honestly think that the music tonight may have surpassed a lot of other nights. Maybe it's unfair, but just because it's such a fun thing to support people that truly fucking deserve it. And these songs have the most heart I've ever seen. You guys talk about my amazing heart. Well, first of all, you don't ruin my naughty reputation. And second of all, literally, it is so easy when you have a family just like you guys. So thank you. Okay? Give her a safe space to be. Oh, look at it. He likes that. An aviator. You're amazing. Thank you. Biddies are definitely going directly to the Wounded Warrior Project. If you are so inclined to want to directly donate, just know that this link helps you make sure that you can, and there's cool ways for you to see exactly what your money goes to. We looked at those earlier. We'll probably look at them again tomorrow. Oh, look at this. Aviator, you're amazing. Thank you. All right. Atomic Nerve likes to bless us with some goodness. Ready? All the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word. Freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. Winston Churchill. Anybody past, present, and future that serves as the embodiment of that. And people like me. Oh, it is literally this family. And this family are doing things like this truly show it as well. And the world doesn't always deserve these people, but it's a pleasure. And I know some of you, I'm so blessed. Aw. It was amazing. Craig Bacon, hello. Look at this family we got. Hello, thank you for saying hi. Always, you're amazing. How do we make this a channel reward and then it didn't let you post it? Would you send it into the Discord? We're going to Copster's private messages and we're gonna stalk him. Hello. And we're gonna ask for him to send us whatever got beeped out. Is it naughty? We love when it's a little naughty. A channel reward. I love it. Oh, you're amazing, Big Dog. You're such a sweetness. Just Wounded Warrior Project deserves it. Give it out. They need it. Copsta. What was that? You make my my curiosity come out of the bag or whatever they say about that cat. We do need a family get together someday. However, Wolverine tiny bit broke me heart because he gets sick on boats. He is one of the Tookus protectors, and so that's fine. We don't need a boat. There might be VR though, and so we'll keep him away from that maybe just a little bit. Unless it's Among Us. Because lately he's been the that's what it's gonna be, yes. But no joke though, I want the whole family to have a good time, and I don't need it to be on a boat, so we need to talk about where JessCon is gonna be. I just thought a boat was random enough, and so you guys can't run away from me. Anyway. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh yes, and then Wolverine giggles. That's the best giggle. No joke though, we all do need to get together. What if we just rented out a movie theater? And we could just do it all around the country kind of thing, and then like based on whatever philanthropy we'd like to do, we can make it like themed. So it's like Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, and then like all of the tickets that are bought, the proceeds go to the thing, and like maybe I can like rent out the whole theater. How much does that cost? Goals? Fucking goals? That would be so cool. See, these are the ideas we need. Hi, Noah. How you doing? See, that would be so cool. You could swim away if you're a good swimmer, if you're fast. Yes? But I'd have something on the boat. It'd be like that claw. It'd be part of the experience, is catch the people trying to leave. Yes? Awfully bold of you. Assume I run. Ah, well, that's okay. The butterfly net's broken anyway. That claw, though. Ooh. All right. And after we're done, go international, come to England. Guys, British Isles trip. Shall we? Phrasing. That's perfect. Yes, absolutely. It's gonna. I need to figure out how to get it very small, very specifically small, but still moving. So there's usually apps for that. So I can download that. I just gotta find it tiny. Well, and only if you want to share what part of England. The family's very, very friendly. They're very nice people. And I actually have Copsta's address, so if he does anything to you, we can retaliate in an equally funny way. Respectfully. So, you know, it's Northamptonshire. Oh, and as if he could get any cooler. What does that mean? Not once, Not thrice, but 4 times? Yes, you know, but I wouldn't give it out. I would just hire somebody to draw extremely graphic cartoons on your driveway. Yes? We have ways of making you talk. I don't like to use my brain for evil, but yeah, yes, yeah, I know. But you guys have mine technically as well, you know. It's a P.O. box. The P.O. box man can help you. Be nice to the P.O. box. Buckeyes fan. That's awesome. My mom lived in grew up in Ohio, and she's a big Buckeyes. She was a Buckeye, I think is what they called her. She had a cool jacket and everything. It was pretty cool. What is happening? Oh. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, thank you. Aviator getting creative. He's a creaviator. And we'd like to apologize. Ooh, the dogs. And the dog pound. I just love the video of the fan shouting at the what is it, Cleveland Brown Stadium, and he's like, you're a factory of sadness, and he goes through like a ton of different ones like that, and then like it's like all this music, it builds up, and he's like gets down to the last one, and he's like, see you Sunday, and he walks off, and he just looks kind of happy, you know. It's just like, it's just that you fall in love, they break your heart, you fall in love harder. Yeah. Who needs the complications of women when you have your sports team? Aww. Yes. And we're just so happy about it. I think the Bedford is the closest I got to that area. I want to look up Northamptonshire. Oh, well, it's beautiful. And they've got castles, obviously, and really cool things. Shall we look together? And shall we look? And then he can tell us. He can be like, "That is not at all what it looks like," or he's like, "Yep, dead on, balls accurate." Look at his house. It looks beautiful. Please, do you do your own landscaping? Guys, he's got a garden. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh. Might start sneezing already, but it'll be worth it. Thank you, may I have another? Look at that, even trees bare. Look, just gorgeous. It's like a poem. Shut up. Oh, I'm sold. We're leave tomorrow. Ah, fuck yes. Oh, damn, I clicked on something else. There we go. That's the Northamptonshire sheep. Oh my goodness, I love it. Gorgeous, the architecture. Oh, we're gonna look up a specific castle, everybody. I like this. Okay, so his childhood village had a castle, and it was called Bamberg. And that's the sound it made when somebody would try to get in, but they couldn't. Oh well, that's gorgeous. Your childhood home, you say? No, he said it was in his village. But we like to embellish. That's his bedroom. There it is. Nice window. Aerial view. Ooh, goodness. That's goosebumpage. What kind of green is that? And who do I have to talk to get that installed as my carpet? Not actual carpet color. We want this mossy grass green. Okay. And a beach. It's protecting the beach. It looks like a sand castle. It's adorable. It's also freaking massive. Look at the archway. Gorgeous. I feel like it's gonna kick my ass for calling it adorable now. And then we'd take it. And we'd take it. It has, and we would, well, and it's ready. Wait at a whale and a hail of the sea. At night. Oh my goodness. Everybody, I'm not ready. Are we ready? Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Okay. Oh, so you people found the spotlights, huh? Look at that, and she Blue Beauty. Oh my goodness. What this? Looked like a biscuit factory kind of, but we're excited. Smell good, probably. Why is it smoking? Burns through the night as Indiana Jones' shoot continues under cover of darkness. What is happening? Indiana Jones shot at the Bamberg Castle and they lit it on fire? Is that what I am fucking hearing? Hollywood. Burn it down? I don't know. Wow. I hope they built... Who did they talk to get approval? Lit the motherfucker on fire. Well, and we'd like to apologize to your village on behalf of... Why did Indiana Jones do this? Obviously, he didn't. The bad guy did, but he didn't stop it fast enough. That's cool. Look at all the people. And they just like to go watch movies together? Okay. All right. Maybe JustCon will be on top of a castle someday. That would be so fucking cool. Guys. Well, Atomic Nerve, you're amazing. Introducing us to castles. Ooh, this one's got a tent on top. Wow, that's beautiful. I don't think it's a tent. It looks stable. It just looked like definitely not like the brick at first, so that's why we thought it was a tent, but it's like windows maybe. Should we do it at night? I'm taking out the trash at night. SpongeBob. Ooh. Insert Harry Potter theme song. I am very... Why would they make it look like it's about to catch on fire? What's going on? Why does it look like... We don't know which area we're looking at now. But it's still cool. This guy has been hurt, and his photos have been stolen way too much. Poor guy. That's friggin' amazing. I love learning where you guys are from, what you do, what you look at. Atomic Nerve. Meeting the cool families. One more. It is Hogwarts, he say. It is. And we knew that. My sister is the one who is very knowing of all Harry Potter situations. I was just the one that she dragged to every midnight showing, and I fell asleep every single time. I don't know why she would do that to me. I couldn't stay awake past 8 p.m. usually, so oh well, you know. Guys, we're gonna be probably ending stream for tonight just because I gotta pace myself, and I also have to prep a little bit for tomorrow, but for a good purpose, right? So tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. Yeah. Taco Tuesday is going to be a combination of COD with the family, and then also hopefully showing you guys a video that I'm trying to get, making sure that I'm not doing any sort of copyright about. If not, we have a backup video that we're going to do, so it's going to be kind of like COD and a movie night, somewhat. So I hope you guys come and hang out, even if you're not down to play. I hope you'll come to watch the movie at least a little later, and we'll be hanging out, chatting, eating tacos, spreading the goodness. In lieu of crying again, I'm just going to say I love you. You're the best freaking family in the world, and I could not be more proud. Let's have the best week. Thank you, guys. Popcorn not provided. Although I wish.